Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Raj Cloud Technologies. Myself, Aravind. I teach AWS as well as DevOps. Today, this session is about what is Amazon Web Services. So let's discuss about what is cloud computing, what is Amazon Web Services, why we use AWS, what is the importance of AWS. So prerequisites to learn AWS. So if you want to learn AWS, like what is required before that? You should be having like basic computer knowledge as well as some basic commands on Linux operating system. You should be aware of some Linux commands. And prerequisites to learn DevOps is knowledge on any of the cloud platforms like AWS Cloud or GCP Cloud or Azure Cloud. And you should be aware of basic Linux commands. Even though you don't know Linux commands, no need to worry because first we'll start our course with Linux operating system. Then we'll jump into AWS Cloud. Later, we'll start DevOps. Okay. Let's understand now what is made by this data centers and all. Let's say I have a dream to start my own software company. I want to set up my own organization. For that, I need some kind of infrastructure. I need to buy 100 servers. What is meant by a server actually? What is meant by a physical server? A physical server is a device. See, it is also kind of a computer. It is also like similar to laptop, but it contains like very high configuration, like very high storage, more. It's around 5 lakh to 10 lakh. That is called a data center. Like a group, 5 lakhs, 105, I need to invest up this data center, right? What is meant by a server? A server is nothing but it is a high configured machine with a hard disk. Okay. Am I audible now? Somebody saying, can you please ping in the chat? Is it clear? Okay, thank you. So, yes, physical server is nothing but it is a high configured machine with a hard disk, with a CPU, with a motherboard and network connection to run applications on it. It is same as a computer, but the difference is for a computer, if you have maximum 16 GB RAM, for a server, you can take up to 1584 GB RAM. For a laptop, you can take maximum 1 TB storage. Here, you can take up to 1024 TB storage. Here, maximum 1300, here maximum like 7 i7 processors, up to 7 processors you can take. But here, up to 1354 processors you can take. So the configuration of a server is very high compared to a laptop or a computer. Here the price between 70,000 to 90,000. It depends on brand. But here the price varies between 5 lakh to 10 lakh rupees. It varies on the configuration. So these kind of servers, how many servers I need? 1 second, guys. Yeah. Yeah, guys, can you share your numbers, contact details in the chat of people who not registered yet? So whoever want to enroll the course, you can contact to these numbers. You can share your contact details in the chat also. Mm, Wait 1 second. Raj, yes. So now I need to set up this kind of environment. I need to set up this infrastructure in my organization. So what all I need? I need physical servers around 100. For that, I need to invest 5 crore rupees. Not only servers, not only that 5 crore, like I need to install operating system also in all of these servers. Normally, you cannot install Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11 operating system, like what you install in your computers. Because there are like different versions of Windows operating systems designed for installing in physical servers. They are Windows 2012, Windows 2016, Windows 2019, Windows 2020, Windows 2022, Windows 2023. These versions cost is very high. If you want to install this version, this operating system in your server, you need to purchase license, genuine license. The cost of each license is around 30,000 to 40,000. Many license I need? Around 100 licenses because I'm using 100 servers. Again, 30,000 into 100, it will be around 30 lakh. On top of 5 CR, again, I have to spend 30 lakhs for installing operating system. Then I need to install some softwares. Here also I need to spend money. And maintenance. I have to take care of maintenance. In my organization, I have to set up this infrastructure in a dedicated room. Monica is saying I can't hear. For remaining, am I audible? She is saying like she can't hear. Okay. Maybe it's uh, issue from your end only, Monica. It's maintenance thing. I have to take care of maintenance in the sense, see, these servers will run continuously for 24 by 7. What happens if a server is running 24 by 7 continuously? We need to balance the temperature. How we can balance the temperature? By setting some AC. If you set up AC in that server room, it balances the temperature and your servers will run for a long time. Along with that, like you need to have internet facility. If servers are running continuously, like it will generate electricity bills. Every month end, I have to pay these bills because this is my organization. I have to take care of it. Okay. Guys, please don't make these kind of sketches. I have to delete every time. Next, time. Right. Next time. It takes at least 1 week time to set up this infrastructure because if you order these servers today, that will be delivered after 2 days. Once they are delivered, you need to install operating system. We need to install softwares. You need to run the applications, setting that network related things. Overall, it takes like around 1 week of time. So this kind of setup, not only time, it takes huge investment of money to set up this infrastructure, like around 10 crores. It is not easy for everyone to start an IT organization with this kind of investment. So this is a huge drawback. So overall, this setup we call as what? Physical data center. Physical data center, or we can call on-premises servers. Why we call them physical data center? Because physically you can see the servers in your organization. You can touch them. You can see them. They are beside your premises. They are next to your cabin in a dedicated room. That's why we call as on-premises servers. Okay. Whatever drawbacks we have in physical data center, that we are going to address using a concept called cloud computing. All these we are going to address using cloud computing concept. So there are some big companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft. These companies, what they are doing? Arvind, you want to start IT company, right? You no need to buy servers. You no need to set up that infrastructure in your organization. You don't buy any database. You don't buy any RAM, storage, nothing. Everything we have with us. Like we have a data center set up in our location, like Amazon company is telling. What they are saying, Amazon company has set up their data centers across the globe. Globe means worldwide, they have set up their infrastructure. In India, they have data centers in Mumbai, Hyderabad. In Australia, they have in Sydney, Melbourne. In Japan, they have data centers in Tokyo. In China, they have data centers in Beijing. Like in London, also they have data center, Ireland, Spain, Paris, California, Ohio, like around 33 regions. Amazon company has set up their data centers that we can see from their official website also. AWS Global Infrastructure. See, 33 launched regions. Amazon has set up their regions in 33 places across the globe. In this world map, you see, in India, there are two dots. One is Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, they have launched their data center in 2022 with 3 availability zones. In Mumbai, they launched data center with 3 availability zones. In Australia, Sydney 2012, Melbourne recent 2023. The first data center is in North Virginia. It's set up in 2006. 18 years ago, only they have set up their data center. Slowly, they started expanding the data centers from North Virginia with one region. Now they came to 33 regions. And few more regions are now in progress. So as of now, 33 regions are there with and announced plans for 24 availability zones with seven more AWS regions. Means with 33 regions, along with this, more 7 regions are coming soon. They are in Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Kingdom, Saudi Arabia, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Thailand, Taiwan. These red color dots are coming soon. So in this area, a new data center is coming soon. In Germany also, a data center is coming soon. How a data center looks like. Let's see Hyderabad data center, AWS data center in Hyderabad. See, this is how a data center looks like. Inside that building, it will have some millions of servers. This data center is not an IT company. It will have only servers set up with a huge investment of Hyderabad. Amazon data center is around 20,700 crores investment. It expanded in 3,600 acres, this data center. So in 3,600 acres, this data center got created. So like this, we have 33 data centers in 33 regions. Not only like Amazon. So Amazon company have data centers, even Google company also having data centers. Microsoft also having data centers. Amazon company providing us some services. I'm asking, I need 100 servers because I'm going to start a software company. I will not purchase servers. If I want to purchase them, I need to invest 10 crores. Instead of that, I'm asking Amazon company, can you give me 100 servers? What they'll do, Amazon company will give me 100 servers virtually through a platform called AWS. I'm asking Amazon, can you give me 500 GB storage? Yes, they will give me 500 GB storage. Like along with that, can you give me database? Could you give me like a RAM? 200 GB RAM. They'll give you whatever infrastructure I ask, they'll give me, but not for free of cost. It's like rental basis. They will give me all infrastructure and how much infrastructure I'm using. Based on that, they will generate the bills and I have to pay the money. So Amazon providing cloud services through a platform called AWS. Google providing cloud services through a platform called GCP. Microsoft company providing cloud services through a platform called Azure. They are providing these services virtually, means it's like net banking. If you want to transfer amount, you no need to go to bank, deposit that cash physically, and no need to transfer. Just by sitting in home, you log into HDFC net banking, because that net banking is a service provided by HDFC or that bank. You can transfer the money virtually, like from your account to your friend's account. You no need to deposit cash in your system. You can just digitally you can transfer the money. Here also, Amazon will provide services you virtually. They will not give you servers physically, like they will not do home deliver to your office. Virtually, they will give you all infrastructure, whatever you need, through a platform called AWS. So we have to create an AWS account. From that AWS account, we will be creating infrastructure, whatever we need. Now let's see the definition of cloud computing. So what cloud computing is telling you, Arvind, you don't need to buy any servers. You no need to maintain them, physical data centers in your office. You can access same technology services such as server, storage, databases on an as needed basis. Means whenever you have a requirement, you can access these server, storage, databases from a cloud provider like AWS. AWS is offering you all services. Like it will give you all types of infrastructure whenever you ask it. How they will deliver? They'll deliver it through a platform called Amazon Web Services. Through AWS platform, they will deliver you all infrastructure. So you no need to buy them, you no need to maintain them, and you no need to keep them in your organization. Right. So cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources. For example, I'm asking 100 servers. AWS, please give me 100 servers. I'm asking. Whenever you demand for any infrastructure, they will deliver you that infrastructure. You demand them, they will deliver these IT resources. IT resources means servers, storage, database, RAM, any kind of infrastructure. Whenever you demand, they will deliver these IT resources. How they'll deliver? They'll deliver over the internet. Internet means virtually they will deliver. What you need to do after using them? You need to pay the money. Whatever the infrastructure we use, we need to pay the bills at every month. They will generate the bills. Arvind, you used 100 servers for 20 days. You used 500 GB storage. You utilized one elastic IP. You used 3 public IP addresses. Overall, the bill will be like $120 for this month. I have to pay that bill. Based on the services I utilized, they'll generate the bills and I need to pay the bills. This is called cloud computing. In simple terms, in very simple language, cloud computing means they will give you the infrastructure, whatever you need. You no need to buy anything. On rental basis, some companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, they are providing you some services through a platform like AWS, GCP, Azure. Through these platforms, they are providing you some services. You can utilize them and you need to pay the bills. So this is called cloud computing. Um, can you able to unmute? Like you can ask me questions if you have anything till here. Let's check whether you can able to unmute. Now you can see. I think I have unmuted all. Yes. Go ahead if you have any questions. Is it clear till now?
Yes.
No questions. Okay, fine. Next. Now coming to regions and availability zones. Let's say, like we know we have 33 regions. Amazon company have their data centers in 33 regions. In India, one region is Hyderabad and the other region is Mumbai. In Australia, Sydney and Melbourne. So like that, there is a region called Mumbai region. Let's talk about Mumbai region now. In Mumbai region, Amazon company has set up the data centers. Okay, in Mumbai, it has set up the data center, and this region is splitted into three availability zones. One is Asia Pacific South 1A zone, another one is Asia Pacific South 1B zone, and the third one is Asia Pacific South 1C. These three zones are splitted within Mumbai region. They will not keep all the data centers in one place in Mumbai. For example, you see they have kept their data centers in a building that is near to Taj Hotel. In Mumbai, there is a data center, Amazon data center next to Taj Hotel. There is some terrorist attack happened in Taj Hotel and it got blasted completely. Taj Hotel and nearby buildings also, that surrounding buildings also got completely blasted. Obviously, our data center is also next to the Taj Hotel. Our data center is also completely blasted. The servers inside the building also destroyed. If that is got destroyed, can we able to access the application? If our servers are in that building, can we able to access that? We
No.
cannot access because our servers are completely destroyed, right? Bindu Sagar, please check this. It's showing Shravan Kumar on screen. No, my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Because someone is pinging me, my screen is not visible. Uh, can you please rejoin if some issue from your end? Okay, thank you. So that's why these people, these vendors, what they will do, they will not keep their data centers only one place. They'll split their data centers within the region into multiple zones, like uh, keeping branches, like some ODP hotel is there. They will not keep ODP hotel in one place in high tech city. They'll split into different places in high tech city, in Gachibowli, in Kukatpalli. Like they'll split that into different areas so that more people can uh, access, like more people can visit and have their defense. Similarly, but 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 there is a difference again here and there. But here, if you keep your data centers within one place only, if something went wrong, if some natural disaster occurred, then you cannot able to reach your data center. Our request will not go there. You cannot access that applications. Let's say in that region, we hosted Facebook application. A user is typing www.facebook.com. So that data centers are in this zone. Normally that request will go, we can able to access that Facebook application. But what if complete zone is down due to that attack in Taj Hotel? You cannot able to access Facebook application if you are having only one data center in Mumbai region. So that's why Amazon company, they are not setting their data centers only in one zone. They're splitting each and every region into multiple zones. Like Mumbai having three zones. One is Asia Pacific South 1A, South 1B, South 1C. And these three zones are also not kept in one place. They will keep data centers in 1A, keep data centers in 1B, data centers in 1C. And they'll maintain a distance of at least 100 kilometers between one zone to another zone. Between 1A to 1B, 100 kilometers, 1A to 1C, 100, 1B to 1C also 100 kilometers. They'll maintain this much of distance. Because even if earthquake occurred in 1A, that will not be impacted in the other zone, right? Because like complete Mumbai will not go down. Like even if earthquake occurred, it will not come like complete Mumbai. Maybe some part of Mumbai only the earthquake may happen. So in worst case, only one zone will be down, but not entire Mumbai. So that's why they'll split each region into multiple availability zones. You see here. In Hyderabad, how many availability zones are there?
Three.
Like one of the
Three.
zone is in near to Shadnagar, outskirts of Hyderabad. Like these three zones are like in outskirts of Hyderabad. Like even you see in Mumbai, it splitted into three availability zones. Sydney also availability zones three. Melbourne availability zones three. Like at least they will make sure at least each region is splitted into three zones. This is Cape Town availability zones three. Europe availability zones three. London three. Like you take any availability zone, minimum three availability zones, and the most number of availability zones are in North Virginia. It has how many zones?
Six.
Six.
Six availability zones. So overall, Amazon has 33 regions, and these 33 are splitted into how many availability zones?
1 5.
105, total 105 availability zones. In each region, at least three availability zones are there. If so, total these 33 regions are splitted into 105 availability zones. For what? For high availability of your application. To make sure the application is always high. Okay. In that data centers, if some applications are hosted, let's say here Facebook application is hosted. Here also Facebook application is hosted. Here also Facebook. Like in these servers, Facebook application is running. A user is typing from his mobile www.facebook.com. Then immediately that request will go any of these servers, like from either 1A, 1B, 1C, randomly it will go to anywhere. It will load the application and send response. He can see that Facebook page, home page. He will browse that news feed, marketplace, everything fine. But suddenly, if this, like maybe after 5 minutes, this zone is completely down. Can we still able to access the application? Means yes, because Facebook is running in 1A and 1C also, right? As a user, we don't know backend how many servers are there. Facebook is running on how many thousands of servers. My request went to which server, that is in which zone, that is in which region. As a user, we know it. Means no, we don't know. We are just logging into Facebook. We are doing time pass. That's it. But backend, what's happening? As a user, we don't know. In backend, there are some like thousands of servers running Facebook application. If this zone is down, still our request will be redirected to the another zone. It will give the responses for us. We can able to access the application because Facebook is running on all these availability zones. Any doubts still here?
What about that CloudFront post?
I didn't get you. Hello. You are asking something. Okay, no.
That
Yes. So for this, like how will be the plan? Like so in our course, like we'll be first learning Linux operating system. What we'll be learning in Linux? Well, here we'll learn all Linux commands which are required to work with AWS and DevOps. I'll help you in explaining all Linux commands like to create files, to create directories, to copy something, for changing directories. These basic Linux commands I'll show you there. Then we'll learn AWS course. In AWS, what we are learning? In Amazon Web Services, like there are plenty of services. Amazon company offering some plenty of services. From them, we'll be learning some of the services like EC2 service. This is about launching virtual machines. We'll be learning about S3 service. This service is about storage related. We'll be learning RDS service. This service is about database related. Like this, we will be learning around 15 to 20 services in AWS. Then coming to DevOps. DevOps is not a cloud computing, it is a methodology. It's always important to learn DevOps with one cloud. I learn only AWS and I look for the job opportunities means no. That will not be helpful for you completely. I learn only DevOps means that is also not helpful for you to learn or to crack the interviews. If you learn AWS with DevOps, then only you will be having more job opportunities. Always DevOps with AWS will have more job opportunities. Even if you prepare resume with only AWS skills, that is not full-fledged to get the calls. Only DevOps will also not help you. Always AWS plus DevOps. So DevOps is a methodology. So after AWS, we'll be discussing about DevOps. In DevOps, we have different types of tools like Git tool, Maven tool, Docker, Terraform, Kubernetes, Prometheus, Grafana. All these tools we'll be learning. Starting with in next class, like Monday, what we'll be doing means for learning AWS as well as DevOps, even for learning Linux, to launch Linux machines, what is required first? First, we need to create one AWS account. We have to create one AWS account. This account is absolutely free of cost. You no need to pay anything. So once we create AWS account, you should also, I'll show you how to create AWS accounts on Monday class. Once you will create AWS account, then from next day onwards, what we are going to do means we'll be learning Linux. To learn Linux, you should have to install Linux operating system. We are not going to install Linux operating system in our machines. That means I will not show you how to install Linux in your laptop. What we'll do means we will launch some virtual servers. In AWS Cloud, we will launch virtual machine. In this virtual machine, we will install Linux operating system. And in this machine, we are going to practice all Linux commands. Okay. You're not, because in your base machine already Windows operating system is running. We are not going to do any installation in our base machine. We will do everything in AWS Cloud only. In AWS Cloud, we launch some virtual machines, some Linux instances we will be launching, and there we're installing Linux operating system and practicing all Linux commands. After practicing all Linux commands, then from then onwards, like after Linux is completed, then we'll start AWS services, like one after other service. I have mentioned all the course curriculum. Here you can go through this course curriculum also, like what we'll be learning. AWS overview. Like some of them we discuss now, like fundamentals of data centers. What is a data center? What is like fundamentals of servers? Like cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Like different types of cloud computing, like AWS provider, Azure provider, GCP. Some things we discuss, like some concepts, like we'll be discussing more. Like we discussed this one also, AWS global infrastructure regions. So in future, we'll be covering all these things like Linux basics, then application components, subtopics, EC2 means launching virtual machines, how to launch virtual machine, Amazon Linux server. I'll show you how to launch Windows server virtually and how to manage them, how to create backups, snapshots, auto scaling, everything. Many, plenty of topics are there. SNS service, EBS service, IAM, CLI, S3, VPC. These are all services of AWS. Again, coming to DevOps. Again,
I have
basics of
one
Linux.
question.
Yes.
My name is Archana, and I want to ask about this Linux thing. In Linux, whatever we learn now, so shall we perform all Linux administrative tasks?
No. See, Linux administration is like a deep course, like deep dive. If you want to learn Linux administration also, it will take around 3 months. Means you will become a professional you'll get like pro. But to learn AWS and DevOps, you no need to have this much of knowledge. If you have basics, that is sufficient. To learn AWS and DevOps, basics of Linux is sufficient. So here in the course, I'll be teaching you basics of Linux. In your case, you said you are already administration, like Linux administrator, you already have more knowledge in Linux, right? That is good for
No. I didn't say like that. I said uh, if I wanted to apply for Linux administrative
No, no,
administration
no.
role,
No,
then okay.
no. That is a different course. Linux administration is a different course. There you'll be learning completely end to end, very depth. Here it's not depth, it's basics of Linux. Like creating users, creating files, creating directories, copying them, managing them, installing packages, giving permissions to them, installing some softwares. These things will be learning.
Uh, okay.
Any questions?
No, thanks.
The next class will be on Monday. So whoever not enrolled, if you want to enroll, you can contact to this number.
Hi, Aravind.
Yeah. Hi.
Aravind, I have zero knowledge in these things and all, like AWS DevOps and all. So I worked as a HR. So am I capable for these things and all? Like by seeing that entire syllabus, I'm get I, this as of now, I have completely understood, but by seeing that entire syllabus and all, I'm getting little bit tensed, uh, Ravind.
You no need to worry. See how this introduction class is there.
Yeah.
The way how I explain you the introduction class, similarly the entire course will be like that. It is like spoon feeding for you. You come with zero knowledge, whether you may be from technical side, non-technical side, you may be work already in IT field with in Java programming language, C, .NET, C Sharp, whether you may be non-support, like support team, HR, like these, anybody can learn this course. Because here you don't have to write any code, C, C++, Java, like you don't need to write any programmings. Even if you don't have any coding knowledge, you are eligible to learn AWS and DevOps. It is very easy for you to understand. Whether you may be from any pharmacy background, MBA background, degree, BTech, anybody can learn this course and get the job. Because the main thing is, you no need to write the code. You will have scripting here. Scripting will be there, commands will be there, but there is a lot of difference between programming and scripting. Programming is for developing the application, scripting is for automation, automating. But that scripting will be very easy. I'll explain you YAML scripting. Whether you may be a graduation student, like final year of BTech, that will be helpful. Like this course, AWS and DevOps will be helpful for you. In a way, like you can tell them in your placements, like you did your major project, mini project in AWS and DevOps, so that your resume will be shortlisted and it will bring you to interviews. Even if you don't have any technical knowledge already, you can learn this, because I'll be teaching everything from scratch onwards. You don't need to come with some knowledge. Everything I'll explain from basics. Like what is a server? From that I'll explain you. So as I told you, maybe from support project, non-technical side, also you can learn this course. Even if you have some years of gap, also you can fill this gap. In these 2.5 months of course duration, whatever I teach you, that knowledge you can keep up to 3+ years of experience. Means a person who is working in AWS and DevOps for 3 years, how much knowledge he gain in these 3 years? That knowledge I will give you in 2.5 months. That too, if you practice only, you will get it. Without practicing, just by listening to my classes, you will not remember anything. When you listen to the class, you feel like, yeah, very simple, very easy. But next day, if I ask you something, you will not answer. Until you practice them, you cannot answer. So practice is key thing here. These 3 years of knowledge I will give you in 2.5 months if you practice daily all the tasks. Is it clear?
Yeah, yes, Aravind. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, who will create these servers? Like group of companies or group of people will involved in this?
Who is creating the servers? That is your question?
Yes, sir.
As a cloud engineer, we have to do that. See, after learning this course, you will be applying for jobs, right? What type of
Yes.
roles you can apply for? You can apply for uh, cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, like, cloud infrastructure administrator, these kind of roles. Let me show you.
Yeah, this. Yes,
Cloud
on the
architect,
first day
AWS
of class you
developer.
told
So
that.
these are the
Okay.
roles we are going to apply. So in these
Okay.
roles, like what activities we are going to do there once you are into the organization, like what will be our work?
Okay.
There are some set of developers, 4 people. These are like Java developers. We
Okay.
got one project. The project is about like Swiggy project. One client came to us, to our company, he visited and he's asking, I am I'm thinking to start one platform like where people can order their food from this platform from any of the restaurants all over the state, like nearby restaurants. This application should be available all over India. Like they can order food from nearby places. I want this kind of application. Means who will develop this application? In that IT company, the developers will work on it. Like
Okay.
Java level developers or some developers will develop the application. They write the code. What is their responsibility? They have to write the code in Java language. They have to design front end, login page, registration page, welcome page, like everything they'll design.
Okay.
But after developing the application, that application should be available to entire world. People who are sitting in USA, people who are sitting in Delhi, if they browse www.swiggy.com, they should see that application. People from all over India, they should be able to order the food. That means what? That should be deployed in the servers. That should be available in the internet. So who will be doing that? As a cloud engineer, we are going to set up that infrastructure. We launch some servers. We create server. We create firewalls for them. We create infrastructure. We deploy that application. Whatever they develop, that we are going to deploy in these servers. And we have to make sure that application is always highly available. Even in midnight, some people accessing www.swiggy.com, that should be available. Night time, it should not show like server down. At any given point of time, 24/7, it should be highly available. There
Okay.
is no relation for developers. Developers' role is until developing the application. Once they develop, that will hand over to the operations team or cloud engineers. They will take care of remaining things. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Next.
Hello, Arvind.
Yes, Neha.
Yeah. So in AWS, what are the other services like you are going to cover? One is the EC2, and what are the other L services you are going to cover?
Here you can go through the complete course curriculum.
Mhm.
So, starting with a EC2 service. Okay, in EC2 service, these topics I'll explain. It will be like around, it will take around 4 to 5 days only to explain one service. For one service only, it will take 4 to 5 days. Everything practical, it's not like theoretical concept. Every service I'll show practically, like CloudWatch, then SNS service, EBS service, IAM service, CLI service, S3 service, VPC service, EFS service, Cloud Formation service, Cloud 53, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, relational database service, Elastic Beanstalk service, Lambda service, CloudTrail, KMS, finally projects. These are all services are covered. Some additional also, if I get some time, some additional 1 2 services also I'll explain.
Okay.
One more thing I also ask, do we get any kind of tracker for weekly syllabus? Like whatever we covered weekly basis or daily basis?
I'll tell you that every weekend I'll discuss like for 2 minutes. We'll be discussing what topics we have covered so far in this week. In next week, what we'll be covering. I'll tell you that one every week.
Means in advance, shall we get any kind of
No.
idea that
Like
in weekly
I
next week
understood.
going to cover this much things like that?
Like I haven't prepared anything like that. Like what topics we'll be covering on which date, like topic by topic. Like I didn't prepare anything like that. But in class, I'll going to explain like what we have covered so far, what we'll be covering next week. I'll tell in class only. Okay, because if I prepare that with the dates, this date, this topic, that date, that topic, means I may miss sometimes. That will be change everything again. Again, I have to change, modify completely. That's why I didn't prepare anything. Okay, Archana.
Yes, yes.
Any other questions?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Ganesh.
Sir, actually, you said that AWS is actually hosted two of its infrastructure in India, like Mumbai and Hyderabad. So whatever applications we run, like Facebook and everything, so that will be actually in India. Whoever runs that application, will it go to the same server like either Mumbai or Hyderabad, or any other data centers which are far away from India? Like, will it be available there also?
Okay.
Like which server will respond actually? Within India, it's only Mumbai and Hyderabad or other data centers as well?
In India, we have only 2 data centers, that is Mumbai as well as Hyderabad. Facebook, tell me now, Facebook is a popular application only in India or across world?
Across world, sir.
Across world, Facebook users are there. So in this case,
Yes.
what they'll do, since Facebook application is used by different people from different countries, they will not deploy this Facebook application only in one region. Like they will not deploy only North Virginia. See, they'll deploy Facebook application in North Virginia. So all the users who are accessing www.facebook.com from this area, that request will go to North Virginia. They'll deploy Facebook here also. Whoever accessing from this, that request will go to here. They'll deploy Facebook here. Request from South Africa will go to here. They'll deploy Facebook in Mumbai. All the Indian users request will go to Mumbai. Here also there. So why they are distributing, why they are running this Facebook in multiple regions? Why can't only in Mumbai? Let's say if they hosted Facebook only in Mumbai region, then people whoever in Canada, they also log into Facebook. That request will come to where? Mumbai region. So there will be some latency issues. People who are in Delhi, like people from India, if accessing www.facebook.com, that request to come here and send the response. This time will be very fast compared to this time, because this request has to come from Canada to Mumbai. It will load the request and send the response. Since the users are across the globe, why can't we deploy that application in multiple regions? That's why the famous like big applications, if the users are across the globe, they'll deploy application in different regions like this. Understood now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like if there is a application like a Rapido, let's talk about Rapido application that is used only in India, that too in some states only. So will you deploy that Rapido application in North Virginia data center or Mumbai data center?
Mumbai data
Rapido
center.
users are present in India or in Canada, South Africa, like that.
Sir?
I'm asking, there's an application called Rapido where you can book some bike services.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you want to deploy this
Yes, sir.
application, where will you deploy? In Mumbai data center or in North Virginia, Melbourne, South Africa? These data centers will you deploy? If your customers are only in India,
Mumbai.
you have to deploy in Mumbai data center, because your requests are coming from India only. That
Mumbai, sir.
will be like you will have low latency issues. If you deploy here, all the requests will have to travel from here to there. Like you will have latency issues. Okay, so you are not going to choose the regions as like randomly. You are going to choose the regions based upon the users. The traffic is coming from where. Like your application will be accessed by which people, which country. Accordingly, you will select the region and you are going to create the infrastructure. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Anything else? Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Miss Manoj.
Yeah, I mean, what are the like services you will be covering in this AWS DevOps course?
Yeah. In AWS, I'll be explaining these services. I'll share you this URL in the chat.
Okay. No, apart from AWS, also other like Terraform or something.
That
Those
comes
kind.
under DevOps. See, in DevOps, you can see GitHub. I'll be
Mhm.
explaining. Obviously, AWS and Jenkins, CI/CD tool, Docker tool, build tool Maven, Kubernetes, Ansible tool, Terraform, Grafana, Prometheus, and YAML scripting for Ansible playbooks and pipeline project also. These topics we'll be covering in DevOps.
Okay. And like we will be learning this one, but actual implementation is important, right? So will you be covering any real-time projects?
Yeah, that's what each and every topic I'll show you practically. No theoretical, I mean, not only theoretical, I'll explain you theoretically the topic as well as I'll show you practically and I'll ask you to do that practically. Okay, each and
Okay.
everything will be explained
Mhm.
practically.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, sir. This is Nikita.
Yeah.
Just now you said that latency issue. What is that latency issue?
Speed. Latency means speed. So if I'm
Okay.
sending some request, like I'm typing like www.facebook.com, that Facebook is actually running in Mumbai. So my request went from Hyderabad to Mumbai. It loaded the page and gave me the response within some 100 milliseconds. But if a user is typing from Canada, www.facebook.com, but where the Facebook application is running only in Mumbai data center, then it will take more time for him, maybe 2 seconds or 3 seconds. For me, it took 100 milliseconds, but for him, 2-3 seconds. Even if I'm using same internet, 100 Mbps, even if he's using 100 Mbps, but the request and response will be like difference for him and for me because the distance between his origin place and the data center, the distance between my origin place and data center is having difference, right? So that's why these applications are deployed in multiple regions. Like not all applications, like some applications like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. These are like popular across the globe. These are used by users around globe. So they're deployed in different regions to avoid latency issues and for maintaining high availability of application. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, you told me like, you told us like on Monday, you will install AWS on every computers, right? I mean,
No, I'll show you how to create AWS account.
AWS account. Okay. After creating an AWS account, every system acts like a virtual machine, right?
Sorry, I didn't get you. After install, like after creating account.
Every system, whatever AWS account we created in our personal laptops, right? That personal laptop will act as a virtual machine, right?
No. See, you create your AWS account. Okay, that AWS account you can log in from anywhere. It is like your net banking. You have net banking, right? For your bank, SBI or HDFC, you have net banking. That net banking you can do login from anywhere. You can log in from your office laptop. You can log in from your personal laptop. You can log in from my laptop also. Similarly, you will be creating one AWS account. You can log into your AWS account from anywhere. It's not like you have to log into that account from your laptop only. You can log
Okay.
in from my laptop also because you have your email ID, you have your own password. Let's say you
Okay.
created account, you logged into your account from your laptop. And once you logged into your AWS account, whatever you do, everything will be comes under cloud only. Means if you create any server, that server is created in cloud. If you create some database, that is created in cloud, not in your local machine, not in your personal laptop. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Next. Anything else?
Hi, Aravind.
Yes, tell me.
Aravind, you said all these topics and all, right? This creating AWS and everything that going by, we will that saying the things is different and practical is different by installing this AWS and all. We will let you know all those things, right? Like not getting any confusions and all. Like,
See, one thing. For example, today we are discussing about Lambda. This one. First of all, I'll explain you theoretically what is Lambda, what's about it, complete background information I'll explain. Then I'll show you practically how to create a Lambda function, how to execute that function, how to create the trigger. Like end to end, I will show you practically. Once the class is done, you will get a recorded video to your email. You can go through that video, like whatever we discussed here, the complete session, 1.5 hour session video will be sent to you. You can listen to this video while practicing. If you get any doubts, you can go through it again. You can practice. Like still, if you have any questions, you can post your question in WhatsApp group. Remaining people who have knowledge, who know that how to resolve, they'll help you. If at all nobody knows, I'll involve. Like when I get the time, I'll see your message. I'll give you response. Okay. Like I'll be there for you to clarify your doubts. Finally.
I have one question.
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Actually, from Monday onwards, before means as my previous question, I to ask about the tracker. So even though if tracker is not possible, is it possible to share agenda of the day that at least
Sure, sure.
these things
Yeah,
will
I'll
be
prepare. I'll
covered?
prepare it. No worries. I'll prepare
Because
it.
why I said because I'm working one, so if it's at least something is got clear, then I get some idea about that today this topic is going on like that. So
No worries. I'll prepare that. Okay.
at
But I'll
least
not
tracker
keep
is not possible, but at least agenda of the day that this much things are going to cover
Okay,
today.
okay. Sure, sure. I
Two
understood.
things, 5 things like that.
Okay, okay. I'll do that. I'll prepare that today.
Thanks, sir.
And we'll mark like whatever topic we completed so far. Like we will mark every day. I'll prepare in Excel sheet and share.
Aravind, we will install that AWS, right? In our
No, it's not
personal
like,
laptop.
no, it's not like installing. It's creating account.
Yeah.
As I told, simple example is online net banking. You create your account, like you have credentials. You can log in from anywhere, mobile, laptop, personal laptop, office, anywhere. Here also we create AWS account. We can log in from any device.
Okay, once we create that AWS account and all, right? Like after that, we need to do in that only, right? Like
Yes, correct.
that Linux and all is different or
Everything.
that only,
No,
right?
no, same.
Same.
Same in AWS account. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And tell me, like all you people, like people are like already enrolled for the course or not yet? I'm not sure, so asking.
I enrolled. I expected today is the class started like that. I did not aware that this is the introductory lecture. I'm the enrolled student.
Okay, okay. I think it's like people who haven't enrolled also joined the class.
Yeah, I have already enrolled.
We have enrolled it already.
Yeah, that's what my expectation that class is started from the scratch and something little notes we will get today lecture like that I expect.
Yeah. From Monday, we'll be like creating accounts and doing things practical. We'll start from Monday.
Aravind, hi Aravind, a small question.
Hi, Monica. No pressure.
Oh, hello Aravind.
Hello.
My question is like from Monday, will you be allotting some kind of time for teaching and some kind of time for questions, or did you plan anything on that?
It's end of the class. So the session will be from 9 to, sorry, not 9, 8 to 9:30. 1.5 hour session. Last 15 minutes, we can discuss about questions. Like if you have any questions, we can discuss at last 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, you told that you are giving AWS account virtually. For doing that, you are having any software?
No. It doesn't need any software. How will you create your Gmail account?
Okay. Just
Simple.
will.
Same, similar. How you create a
Okay.
Gmail account? Similarly, we create AWS account. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So AWS is a platform, right? Not software, sir.
Not software. It is a platform. Through that
Okay.
platform, Amazon company is giving us some services.
Okay.
We are utilizing that services. Like in another way, I'll tell you. You need some softwares like Google Sheet. You need Google Drive. You need Google Classroom. You need Google Documents. For that,
Okay.
without creating Google account, can you avail those services? I mean, Gmail account. Without creating Gmail account, can you avail those services?
No.
What you'll do first, you'll create a Gmail account.
Okay. Yeah.
Similarly, we create a AWS account. Through this Gmail, through this platform, what services they are providing? They're providing Google Documents. I'll show you.
Yes. Google Documents, Google Photos.
Google Photos, Google Drive. These are all like services providing by Google company.
Yes.
Google is a company. They are providing these services. These are all
Okay.
services. YouTube is a service. Play Store service. Google Meet service.
Yes.
Contact service. These are all services provided by Google company. Similarly,
Okay.
AWS account we create and we avail those services. The full form of AWS means Amazon Web Services.
Services.
What type of services? EC2 service. This is for launching virtual machine. S3 service. This is for storage. RDS service. This is for database. Like that, we have 200 plus services. We don't need to learn all 200 plus services. Like 15 to 20 services. These are like more than enough.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Aravind. I have a question.
Yes.
There is a cost, right, of using this service. So as a beginner, we don't know, I mean, which one to use, what time, or if we leave it for a while, if we don't close the apps or something, it would be costly, right?
Yes, correct. So there are
So-
two types of AWS accounts.
Okay.
One is free tier account and the other one is like paid version, real time. While practicing, see, a client want to deploy his application in AWS cloud. So these software people, these cloud engineers, they want to create the infrastructure in AWS account. But without having knowledge in AWS, if they create the infrastructure, the billing will be generated more. That's why AWS company, they're offering free trial, free account also. So you learn AWS in this free tier AWS platform. You get to know all the services. You will not need to pay anything. You are going to use these services for free of cost for certain period of time. After learning this AWS, like if you want to implement in your company, there you're going to create a real AWS account, like paid version of AWS account, and we are implementing there. So in our course, we are creating free tier account. So you no need to worry about charges. Okay.
Okay. So even though we do the lab works,
yeah, even though you do lab works for certain, like there will be some limitations. It's not like unlimited free. No, not like that. Limitations we have that I'll explain you in Monday's class. Like what are the limitations, how much we can use. If we exceed that, how much billing they will generate, everything I'll show you Monday.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Aravind. Will you provide any certification at the end of
Yes, after this course, you can like get course completion certification also. But that course completion
Not
certification
that
is helpful
one. Like,
only for
no, I'm
freshers.
asking like voucher, like AWS voucher.
That we don't provide anything. You need to write that exam from AWS portal. You need to book the slot from AWS, Amazon. You need to pay $178 to Amazon company, and you need to write the exam. They will ask 65 questions, all are multiple choice questions. Out of 65, if you attempt minimum 48, then you will certify. Amazon company, they will give you certification like you are certified AWS architect. Okay. These are like not certifications provided by us.
Okay.
Yes. Next. And
Hello, sir. Hi, sir. Good morning.
yes, Monica.
Yeah, sir, will I be able to get the interview questions for all the topics, like for AWS, Linux, and DevOps?
Yes, end of the course, there is a final session. There will be
Okay.
discussing about resume preparation, interview
Okay.
questions, like what
Okay.
kind of questions they will ask in interview. There,
Okay.
I'll share you some questions also. It's
Okay.
not like only these questions they will ask. I'll give you
Yeah,
some
got it.
questions only, okay?
Okay, but at least for example, because we are all new to this, right? So we
Yes,
don't
yes,
know how.
definitely I'll share. See, you have to leave this institute after learning the course only. Once you join,
Okay, sir.
you leave
Great.
after learning only, okay?
Great, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering.
No worries. Still, any questions?
No, sir. All clear.
And people who haven't enrolled, you can contact this number. Admin team will get in touch with you. Nothing? No questions?
Aravind, once we get into real time, then we will let you know all this silly, I mean, like simple things, questions and all, we will clear, right?
Yes, yes, yes. You can ask even silly questions also. But the main important thing from my end, see, I'm a different trainer from others. I don't know about others, but my way of teaching is different and my expectations are different. Only one thing I'm expecting from you guys is whatever I teach, you need to listen carefully and you need to respond to me. Daily, I will ask questions.
Oh, please.
That is my way of teaching. I cannot change that style. Daily, I will ask questions. You need to respond to that. Whether you give correct answers, wrong answers, I'll be not bothering about that, but you need to respond to my question. That's the only thing I'm expecting. Okay?
Okay, Aravind, thank you.
Guys, can you please share your contact details in the chat? Like admin team will call you. They'll share this recorded video to you. I'll wait for a minute. Everyone, please, who haven't enrolled, please share your details in the chat. Yeah, do it fast. Anything else? So, I'm available anytime to explain anything. If you have any other questions, even if it is silly question, you don't need to feel shy to talk in front of all. Feel free to talk with me. You can ask anything. You got an idea now, like what is AWS? An overview. What is cloud computing?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It is actually very simple. Nowadays, most of the people like they are choosing for AWS cloud or Azure cloud, DevOps, these things. Why? Because like not everyone like good in coding. They want to switch to software side. They want to move to IT side, but they're not good at coding. They have only two options. Like either they have to go to testing side, but there is no growth testing side, and the other one is cloud. So that's why people are choosing for AWS cloud and DevOps these days, and it is like most widely used also. You take any project nowadays, all applications are running in cloud vendor. That might be AWS cloud, Azure cloud, GCP cloud, and among all of these clouds, AWS is most popular.
Can you
Deekshita, wait 1 second. Deekshita Reddy, like you shared the contact to me. Please don't share the
Yes.
contact to me. Share it to meeting chat group.
Okay.
Bindu also. Yes, someone is asking.
Archana here.
Yes,
So,
Archana.
can you give me just a brief idea about S3 bucket?
This S3 bucket is a storage service. It will provide unlimited storage for you. It is kind of Google Drive only. In Google Drive, how you upload photos, videos. Similarly, you can upload photos, videos in S3 also. But there is a difference. In Google Drive, they provide only 15 GB storage for free. 15 GB only, I think. Some limited storage only. I think maximum 100 GB maybe. But I'm not sure exactly in Google Drive how much storage they will give for free. But in S3, they will give unlimited storage. Same as Google Drive. S3 is like same as Google Drive. Okay.
So, if we interview it, this question is asked, then how should we answer like this?
I haven't explained S3 yet. You asked me to just tell me overview. I just told you in one line. S3 is a like today's session. It's a 3-hour session. Okay. After explaining that 3-hour session, you will get an idea how to explain in interview. Understood, Archana?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Is it done, everyone? Have you shared your contacts? Who not enrolled? Please, whoever not enrolled, please share your contact to admin team.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Usually, like we can say that cloud computing means making things virtually. Only that one only, sir. We can answer that.
Cloud computing means they provide services virtually. The vendors provide services virtually instead of
Physical.
Accessing them physical, we access them virtually.
Okay, okay.
On pay as basis. Like it's not for free of cost. Whatever services you are utilizing through their platform, they will generate bills. You need to pay the money.
So everything things in virtual we called it as cloud.
Yes, virtually we call cloud.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, actually, I'm starting my career as a fresher now. How it will be useful for me to grow? Is it
Yes,
is it worth?
See, which skills you have? A fresher, what type of skills, software skills you have? If I ask something like, what are your skills? What is your answer? Technical
Sir,
skills. Technical skills.
no,
You don't have any technical skills.
yes.
Maybe you have some basic idea on Java because they'll teach you in your college.
No, sir, I'm from non-IT background. So
Okay, even if you're non-IT, like which
civil
branch?
side,
Civil.
I'm from civil.
Okay, fine. If you're civil side, then obviously you will not have any technical skills related to IT.
Yes, sir.
You are recent year passed out?
Yes, sir. This year.
Okay. So there is only thing like you need to learn any skills. It's not only like AWS and DevOps. It's Java or anything you can learn. But why only AWS and DevOps? Why not Java? Means the answer is simple. Like if there are 4 to 5 lakh freshers passed outs every year, all these 4 lakh freshers, they'll keep their technical, like if there are at least 2 lakhs people in CSE background, all these 2 lakh people, they'll keep Java language and C language as their technical skills because these languages are taught in their college. Everybody will keep C language and Java. That what makes you different from them. If you keep something like .NET, if you keep like GCP, Azure, AWS, DevOps, data science, then it will be like different from others and your resume will be shortlisted. So in that way, AWS and DevOps will helpful for you. Okay. Because C, C++, Java, HTML, these are common for all freshers. If you learn some advanced skills, that definitely helpful for you because they'll see, okay, though this subject is not there in their college, this student has learned from an outside institute. So he has some eager to learn new courses. He want to expose his skills. They'll get to know. Okay. Definitely it will helpful. Anything else? Okay, then we'll continue on Monday. We'll meet on Monday there. Thank you all.